Everybody, don't be alarmed. This is not IA or AI. It is me, Chanel. I am here on this channel after 4 years. 4 years. I looked at my last video and it was actually of me showing my day in a life as a law student routine when I was a 1L. That was in 2021. And it was actually in September. So really, it was exactly almost 4 years ago that I made a video and posted it on this channel. 4 years. That is a whole high school career. Yeah, I was very shocked to know or to see that. And honestly, for anybody who had kept up with my channel, probably, felt the same way. Like, oh my God, where'd she go? Where's she at? Is she okay? But I don't know. I don't even remember if I really expressed how crazy of a time that was, because COVID was still going on. It was still COVID. And I was not really on the track for law school. It just kind of happened out of nowhere. And I just went with the flow. But honestly, I just was not taking care of myself properly. I wasn't in a good headspace to be, in that environment. I had a support system, but I didn't have like a very strong support system to really lean on in the times that I really needed them, because they didn't know how to support me, because I didn't really know how to support myself. So I really think it was just me trying to stay afloat that whole time, and something had to give, and it was definitely the content. And one, I'm not mad about it, because it did allow me to have more time to myself and to figure out things and really just kind of put more time and energy into the things I really needed support on, that I felt like other people couldn't help me. It was something that I had to get through myself. But also, part of me wishes that I really did just, I don't even know. It's not even because I don't regret anything, but I really wish I was able to document that time. It was very monumental for me in my life, and it really did shape who I am today. And I swear, you all are probably looking at me like she looks like a completely different person. And I really do hope so, because I feel like a very different person than the person who was entertaining you on this channel way back when. But I'm really just glad to be back in a headspace where I am comfortable in my skin and I am comfortable doing this. And I think also one of the biggest things was that I wanted to get a new camera, and here I am. And I don't know if you can, I don't know if you noticed, but like camera quality, auto quality, everything looks a little better, right? But no, for real though, like it the quality was not giving back then, and that was like my biggest gripe. And I really wanted to save money to get a new camera, and I finally did. And now I'm in a more certain part of my life. I feel like, even though there's a lot going on that I don't even know. I don't even know. We're going to get into it just a little bit so you guys can kind of get filled in on, what's been going on these past 4 years and then what's to come. But I can say right now, I am in a better headspace, and I'm ready to get back on the cotton, not the cotton scene. I'm ready to get back in the content space. Just because I feel like I do find a lot of joy out of it, one. And also, I am doing a lot of crazy things right now that I kind of want to share with other people. I mean, one, I guess we'll get into it now. One, I graduated law school. Guys saw me back in 2021. That was my first year of law school, and I was a 1L. I graduated law school May 2024. and then straight into bar prep. I studied for the bar the end of May to the end of July. I was stuck in this apartment and I grinded hard. It was a very, very difficult process. It tested my patience so much. I was so scared to take that exam. And honestly, it really did teach me a lot about myself, my perseverance, and how goal and detail oriented I am. And just really a lot of good qualities that I tend to just, what's the word? That I tend to just kind of like glaze over. I don't really admire that about myself. And I think also, as I've been living life for me these past few years and just kind of getting to a more healthy spot, I've realized that I don't really appreciate myself as much as I should. And that time really did show me. So coming out of that, I really did admire my perseverance and just how goal-oriented I am in general. And it really did scare me. I'm not going to lie. It was not an easy exam. And right after I took that exam, I was fearful of not passing. I did not know what I was going to do with my life. I had an identity crisis for the better part of August because took the bar exam July 30th and 31st and then of 2024. And then August, September, I was stuck in here, poor, trying to find a job that would, accept me pending bar results or just something in the meantime. Just because my parents, I'm grateful and I am blessed to say that my parents did help me out during my bar prep, so I didn't have to work, and that really did change. I feel like if that wasn't the case, I probably wouldn't have passed the exam. Spoiler alert, I passed. Because, I think that kind of spoiled that already. But, yeah, But, yeah, it was not a fun time. I was really broke. I was really scared. Looking back at it, I can say that I did kind of fall into a very mild depression, but I didn't realize it yet. The last time y'all saw me, I was in a crazy relationship. I happened to get into another crazy relationship, and it wasn't helping me at the time, I feel. So those 2 months were really difficult because it's just sitting around waiting for results, not knowing if you passed, and then also just trying to find a way to make some income. I was streaming a lot. I stream on Twitch, and I think you guys know that. I tried to promote it a little bit on YouTube way back when, but I kind of just fell into this thing where I just wanted to do something easy. I live streamed pretty much all of my bar prep, and so that was where the majority of my content was. I still want to stay in the content space, but I just didn't have the time to sit down and edit YouTube videos. So I was on Twitch a lot. That did help, but it was a very crazy time. October comes, I get my results, I pass. First attorney in my family. Give it up, whoop, whoop. And after that, I immediately broke up with my boyfriend of like 2 years. And I fell into an even deeper depression. And I was not aware of that until one of my best friends, I went over to her place. She also took the bar exam the same time I did, and I love her to death. We sat in the car together and sat in silence while we listened to some good music and during our break of the bar exam, and we were just there supporting each other. And honestly, I feel like, and we hung out right before we took it. Me, her, my boyfriend at the time and her fiance at the time. Now they're married. Got married right after she took the bar. Oh my gosh. But we all hung out right before the bar exam. And I feel like if I wasn't with her during that time and I wasn't with her during the time in the actual bar, I also wouldn't have passed the exam. She was so monumental during that whole time for me. I ended up going to her place after I broke up with my boyfriend to tell that I broke up with my boyfriend because she met him. And it was like, oh my gosh, why'd y'all break up? Like, that's so crazy. Y'all were perfect together. She immediately understood and knew why I did. And I didn't really have to explain anything. And she's the one who pointed out that I was kind of going through a depressive state because she'd been there, done that. And she was very supportive and essentially just kind of talked me through it in a very loving way. And after realizing pretty much everything that she said was true, I really did take a step back and I started just focusing on myself truly during this time. I mean, I got into the gym. I'm a gym girly a little bit. And I still on a job search, panicking about that and trying to figure out if I'm going to move, all of this stuff. But like, it was a true self journey. Like I was on a journey for myself. I truly was on a journey for myself during that time. And I still am, but that's when it started. So fast forward to, I believe, January. So January, I turned 26. I'm 26 right now. And I interviewed for this job that I'm currently at, and I ended up getting it out of a pool of a lot of applicants. I'm very, very proud of myself. Partners told me that I blew it out the water. And that's kind of where I'm working at now. It's a very stressful job right now, I can say. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I am an attorney, and we're going to keep it at that. But it is pretty stressful, and also the reason why I haven't started this sooner than later, because I'm just trying to get a grip on my first year of being an attorney. And I definitely do want to do content on that. I didn't really get to, obviously, how do you film your first year of being an attorney? It's really so much going to be a reflection video, but it's been me trying to also just concentrate on that, you know, because I got sworn in October, and then February is, or January, had my birthday, February, got my job, and I've been working there since February. Right now I am moving. I'm going to be moving to the Dallas area. And I don't know if anybody remembers, but born and raised in Dallas, so it's not a new city for me. I just will be moving back for my job. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's been a lot of ups and downs for sure. I did manage to get myself out of that little depression that, you know, my friend made me aware of. Still, you know, going through some things personally, but who isn't, you know? And it's been a lot. I've been working my tail off, y'all. Like, I've been working my tail off. And the one thing that I try not to put on myself or say about myself is that I'm slacking off on the content. I'm slacking off. Like, I could be doing better when I am doing a million other things in the background, and I just choose not to accept that. I went to law school. I took the bar. I passed on the first try, and I got a job shortly after. And yes, I did have some pretty extreme lows during that time, but I succeeded. Like, I am a success story right now, and sometimes I have to sit down and bask in that. I am a success story. It was hard, it was difficult, yes, but I can't dwell in that. And like I said, I think I'm in a mental space right now where I'm accepting that, yes, I went through very, very difficult times, but that does not define me. And I've never been afraid of hard work, obviously, so I will not let that deter me from pursuing this, because I really do want to amp this back up. I want to get back in YouTube. I want to get back on YouTube content. I want to do long form content. I mean, I've been on Twitch and I've been a little bit on TikTok, but right now the goal is to get back fully on YouTube and still TikTok. I do want to post TikToks still, but I'm thinking about, I really want to just get into like TikTok lives, maybe just do some chit chats, whatever, get ready. But I really do want to focus on YouTube a bit more, get back here and reconnect with you all that have been supporting me since 2016 or something like that. You know, remember the first video?
I already sectioned my hair. The hair is so tangled and I almost cried because like it was so tangled and I didn't know what to do and it was so overwhelming. But this video is turning into a mental breakdown, and I didn't know box braids could do this to you. So
where I left y'all is just definitely not where I'm at right now, and I think it's just so exciting that now that I'm 26, I can experience this YouTube thing in a whole new light, from, you know, my childhood essentially into my young adulthood. And now I'm starting to feel like a real grown woman. Now it's like I have just a whole different perspective about this, and I'm super excited to get this going again. And like I said, reconnect with you guys and hopefully inspire people to kind of do the things that I've done, because the things that I've done them in a very unconventional way, and I struggled through it, but I was able to succeed. And I want to inspire, I want to mentor, I just want to be there as support for others. Like, that's the only reason why I really did the content to begin with. I wanted to connect with people who wanted to find support in people that looked like them, and just inspiration. That's where it all came from, and I think that's what is driving me to continue doing this, and pushing me to just, you know, get on camera. Because today I wasn't really planning on filming the video, but I just knew that I needed to get started. I needed to start somewhere, and it's not going to be perfect, and I shouldn't expect that. And especially from everything that I've learned about myself and just learning about life, I just have to get up and do it. So here I am doing it, and I'm so excited. I can't say that enough. I'm so excited. I can't wait to make content, different types of content. So let's see here. Just kind of a quick rundown on what I'm feeling, what I'm feeling like. So, definitely gonna keep doing Twitch content. I really like gaming. I know there's some girlies that follow me who like gaming. Come on. We're gonna do Twitch content still. But I also do co-working on Twitch. If you don't know what co-working is, it's just quite literally all of us just working together in a stream. We put our tasks up on the screen, and we all just do our work. And I can do that during the week. I have done it during the week. Like I said, I did it during bar prep. So I don't just game on there. So we're going to have all different types of content on Twitch. I still like live streaming, but then also most of my time is going to be dedicated to YouTube and trying to get long form content out. Like I said, TikTok as well. I'm kind of on the fence of doing too much like attorney lawyer content. I'm an attorney, but I'm on the fence of doing like attorney content. I don't know, I kind of want to keep that separate. I really do just want to have fun on this side and really try new things, get into hobbies and things like that, instead of just being so work-based. But if there is an interest with, you know, how my day-to-day goes, what I kind of do, what that looks like for people who may want to do it or are just curious, honestly, because it's not very talked about in the Black community, because there's not a lot of Black attorneys / lawyers. I mean, I joined the 2% of Black women lawyers, I should say. So I can see why there may be interest there, but that's not going to be my full focus, I don't think, but we're going to see on that. I definitely do want to get into lifestyle content, but I don't want to be a lifestyle creator per se. Now that I'm thinking about it, I thought I did, but I really do just want to do fun content like I did before. Maybe not as crazy, maybe not as crazy. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But I do want to get into more IRLs, like getting into hobbies, experiences, things like that. So I guess it is still a lifestyle, but I just don't want to put myself in a box. So really all I'm trying to say is a lot of content will be coming in a lot of different forms, in a lot of different ways. So let's just get excited that I'm back. And I am so glad to be back. We are so back. And it's so good to just finally sit down and film this video because, wow, I've been scared to do it. I've been a little apprehensive, but I really did enjoy the sense of community I felt when I used to be on YouTube consistently way back when. And you guys made me feel so loved and appreciated when I would see you post me on your stories, you just watching my videos late at night, having a little snack, made me feel so good. And I just felt like I just had a whole bunch of friends. Like, I don't have a lot of friends, so I just love that feeling. And I do want to build a very strong community of individuals who are just living life, honestly. Doing the best we can, figuring this out together. But I'm so excited. I don't want to make this video too long. This is just an intro back to my channel. We're going to revamp this up. So I'm excited. Let's get excited. Are you ready? I'm ready. I think I'm ready. But I appreciate and love you guys so much for even taking the time to watch this video. And I can't wait to get started and see where this goes. I will see y'all very soon in the next video. Maybe a vlog, maybe something slight, but let's strap on to this crazy ride. I don't know. I was trying to find something else to rhyme with that, but it just wasn't coming to me, and I'm not going to force that. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.